Hello friends, generally management is nothing but a study of human behavior. Most probably many concepts depend on behavior of any person. So management is nothing but mostly the study of human behavior, and that behavior concept many aspects of human behavior. So motivation is another concept of directing and controlling at supervisor level. Motivation is a behavioral concept. Motivating an employee is to create a need and desire on the part of employee to better his or her performance. So personally, basically, what is the thing? Motivation may be positive or negative. The first and foremost motivation is at the time of entry level. Suppose you are fresh employee, then there might be many instances, many aspects where you can be motivated at the entry level itself. The first and foremost important motivation is your perks of the employee. That means salary and other remunerative charges, or CTC means cost to company, is the important and first motivational aspect. It is the basic motivational. You might be confusing that how the salary is motivation, but students, please consider that at entry level, if no salary is fixed, and if they say that we will give you according to your performance, then that may be very confusing, and it may be very big question in front of you that why to work and how to work. So at entry level itself, your CTC is declared, and it may be better than the competitors, and that is why it may be big motivation for all the employees. So basically motivation is nothing but inspiration to do work. Motivation is inspiring subordinates and employees to contribute with zeal and enthusiasm. Better enthusiasm is required. I will quote one example. If there is a motivation, if take one pencil or chalk, draw the highest mark on a wall after jumping, then let someone be motivate you that yes, you can do it better. This is only a word of motivation, nothing else, not a perks, not any salary hike, not any certification, just a word of appreciation or word of motivation. You can do much better than the earlier. This is nothing but motivation. That means motivation may be only word motivation. So in organization, what is word motivation? Then it can be merely a certificate at the hands of, say, managing director or president. One can display this award of appreciation and he is motivated, or others are also motivated by this certification, that we may display this certificate in our drawing room that we have received. I have received word of appreciation, medal of appreciation, or certificate of appreciation at the hands of president. There are number of motivational theories, but really saying, we may not need any theory non-scientifically. That means everyone knows motivation. Take example of a child. We say that while he is taking his first step out, then we put something and we are saying, yes, you can come here. By walking, you can come here and grab this thing, take this thing. So this is nothing but first motivation. And by this way, one can easily come to know what is motivation. Scientifically, Maslow has designed one theory which is known as Maslow's theory or Maslow's need hierarchy theory. In that theory, there is one triangle showing our basic hierarchical needs. That triangle contains basic physiological needs, then in second step security needs, then third stage social needs, fourth stage esteem need, and fifth stage self actualization needs. So what are those needs? Physiological needs means basic three types of needs: food, water, shelter, and sleep. Second is security or safety needs. That means people wants to be free of physical danger. That means free and fair sociological aspects must be there, and fear of losing job and property and shelter should not be there. This is one psychological need. Third one is social needs. That means people should be accepted and should communicate with each other so that they can enjoy a social life. Fourth is esteem needs. See, with esteem need, nothing is actually changes, only the psychological mind of person is changing. That means the organization provides me a red or orange light outside my cabin to show that sir is inside or not, or provide me with a peon, or provide me with a secretary, or provide me with a chauffeur, and all others are esteem needs. Or even a car is picking employee daily and dropping daily, that is also esteem need, that my organization is taking good care of me. That is combining social and esteem needs. So these are the basic esteem points which nothing changes in one's life, but it satisfies his ego. Then comes self actualization needs. That means a good environment to accomplish and to do something to his extent of capacity. That means to create an environment to produce his good output so that whole organization can be beneficial. There are many other theories like Mackland, Vroom, and Hertzberg has put down some scientific theories. Also, Adams' equity theory is there, and carrot and stick approach is there. That means always organization shows some carrot, and in order to achieve that carrot, there is a hunter or a stick attached to that carrot, and as employee is going forward, the carrot is again going forward and forward and forward. This is the very accepted theory in environment like Indian environment, and many more peoples are well aware with this theory. So there might be tangible and intangible motivational types, that means increments, hike, and perks, and all other things. These are the positive motivation, and degrading or transfer to another plant, transfer to some other location, these are negative motivational therapies. So also giving written memos, because it creates hurdles in one's career. So giving memos is also creating hurdles, and it is negative motivation that if you should not perform henceforth, then the second hard thing will be carried out over you, second hard conducting operation will carried with you, and you may be transferred to another plant, another department which is supposed to be hazardous. No one wants to work there, and these are all negative type of motivational theories. Next issue is communication. The official and unofficial, both communication types are important. No communication in organization supposed to be purely informal, because though it is informal while taking a lunch on lunch table, still it is not purely unofficial. It contains some part. If you are gossiping about your boss on the lunch table, then it may be a gossip, and that gossip goes outside and you may face any type of disciplinary action. So, your communication should be very thorough in order to have a part of good communication among the employees and in the organization. So, communication may be internal and external. External communication may consist of customers, the communication with customers, supplier, stockholders, government organizations, community and others, that means among your employees. Written and verbal communication is again one type of two methods of communication. Written communication mostly is of official type. Again, depending on your position, there may be vertical, upward, downward or horizontal communication. In vertical there is upward and downward, and horizontal means at the same level. That means if all supervisors are meeting among themselves, then that may be horizontal communication. Upward communication means if you are writing to your boss or immediate boss or super boss, then that may be upward communication. If you are communicating with your subordinates, then that may be downward communication. Now, according to modern era of smartphones, the WhatsApp communication in many organizations and government organizations also treated as one type of official verbal written, not verbal, official written type of communication. So, this may be also included in this time, and that may be a fastest way of communication, because if one notice is to circulate among all the employees, say 100 employees, then how to communicate? Instead of writing on notice board, there may be some official group which is communicating daily, say 5-10 notices, and that may be treated as one type of official written communication. So, in modern era, one should consider all these smart techniques of communication also.